Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Welcome to an episode of It's Sizzling. Dang! It's 100 D's. Let's say it's 100 degrees. It's sizzling. I see why folks out here driving crazy. I see why folks out here kind of driving a little cray-cray. Y'all driving safe out there? I hope so. I know I got my AC up a little high. There's a garage sale out here sizzling. Alright, so I know that was an old video back in the day, but it talked to today, you know what I'm talking about? God dang, video down. Come on, camera, stop playing. It talks to today. And because it was in the old scenery, bringing it back to the modern day, to the now. I correlate, resonate, understand when I got something when I got a fluctuation in my life that the boundaries got to even be more because the protection of so many other things. Right now, when you're out here just be knowing, doing, finding yourself, able to, even in my motion it is slower than most, but become contagious because, you know, it holds some flavor. Not only finds itself being an element of surprise, but a technique that many slept on, didn't look at, didn't see viable. You know what I'm saying? So our social media, our tools around us, our AI, as we say. I don't continue to do what I do because it's a show of that the thing work, the philosophy, the concept work. Nah. Or the attention that it gathered behind it. Nah. It always starts back to the original intention. And I say to myself, what does that mean? You know, you create, you find. But these young people, you're seeing them, and they're using the volumes and using buttons, using these things to create. And I see the Shopify and all that. I can get all that. And that's great. I ain't just nothing, you know what I'm saying? If my energy was to be that and do all that, at one point in time in the beginning, yeah, because I had a vision, but it was shut down. But it was shut down for purpose because it wasn't to be sold. None was to be sold like that, you know what I'm saying? To be the stereotypical buy, sell, commerce. So as it becomes helpful for one, and you know, one realizes how helpful, that each day get so much better, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at us today, 5 years later, almost now on the cusp, and towards back then, man. And still able to use what? How do you look with it though? How effective was it? Only we can, sometimes still communicatable. So I get it though. Once I got to To me, it's how much volume can you hold? Each person has a volume of themselves. And in that volume, it you either fill it up or, you know, it's empty. And so when you're in a vulnerable state, then your volume easily depleted. I always say this. In your feelings, in your heart, in your emotions, then the volume, there's less volume that you can take on. Because your own volume is depleted and not, you know. I don't know how people look at me, but I know people measure my volume by their instruments and things they put in me, which is okay with me. But just because you read something, or many of y'all seeing that it's saying this and this and this about his stamina, this whatever them readings are telling you. You can't read the volume of the spirit though. Okay, man. And I tell you that because it's the spirit that can carry the body. It's the spirit that can make the body do things that you like, dang, you can do that? Yeah. You got the spirit of me. You can do anything. A lot of y'all see that. A lot of y'all know it. And so there's those that's been practicing the arts. That's scary because they know that's as simplex and layman terms that it can be told. Games to be told, not sold. At least my part. But I understand why those on one side and point that feel I operate on their same autonomy will feel that I'm giving away this and that because they think I operate in that zone. Nah. Far from it. So shut them down because it's similar. Similar to what? Similar to before was a effect. So I'm talking about. That can only be the reason for the tone down and step away from this and that. Humanity's always been a learning movement. When you look at Star Trek, yesterday I was looking at Star Trek, and before radio, before all that stuff, just like back in the tribes and clans, you picked them specific ones to be orators, philosophers, idealists, and stuff like that. And some sorts, the heads of states they groomed what you spoke about now, but you being that orator that in the king's palace, and we say fool, right? But fool being the actual intelligent, genius, entertainer, the one who can keep people amused. Now that threat is coming back, but what was wanting to be the threat, or be that, or become that, like we're seeing now, just like we're seeing imposters and people wanting to emulate each other in so many ways, instead of choosing their path to be who they are in their best way. You know, they don't mind copycat. I don't call it copycat, I just call it emulate. Patternizing something that is becoming making people aware. If it makes people aware, open people's eyes, I don't find it combative. I don't kind of find it in that means any longer. You know what I'm saying? Because you see that you start to find that people just have their way of spinning off what you do. And that's it. That's it. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Don't bother me. Matter of fact, it's a sign of starts to be a sign of what what you call it, respect. You just move with it. Shut. These people are always going fully with it. Somebody said. So, what makes this easy, I don't know I confuse me with the uproar, but what makes this so easy is, for me, it's your channel, and you can operate it the way you operate it, so you can get engaged with whoever you want to engage with it. So, yeah, I bring on people and stuff, and will continue to, because there's some things in there that, like saying, and if it don't strike what I'm, how I move or whatever, then I don't have to listen. I don't go by. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen. So in so many ways, that's the pupil, effect of all things too, because I can have things around my channel and it not affect me because I'm not engaged with it, and so pretty point, okay, this is being said, but unless I pick it up or unless I push on it, whatever, what it got to do with me? So I'm talking about. So that's the good energy, and then, yeah, I take my mind out of. I love what one of the new readers that I got that come around, how she put it. It's your channel, it's your vibe. People have a choice. They choose to keep coming, then that's their choice of keep getting rubbed the wrong way and stuff like that. Now, I get what you're saying, because what that do is get people to calling in and, he said this or da-da-da, and I get that. I still don't. You see what I'm talking about? Because you got to be on the real with what I do. You know what I'm talking about? After a while, people will see his videos. Why Sean videos ain't the right people? Why his videos ain't populating or whatever. And they'll see people shadow banning and stuff, and they'll take care of it. And then if it gets banned or whatever, or struck down, then I've put on the point of, then it wasn't supposed to be said, and I delete it. It don't fail. I'll try to do it again or whatever, and if it don't go, I delete it. Then say it wasn't supposed to be said. It's for yourself, and I keep moving. It's too easy. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather not that happen, because that's just somebody trying to control you. But I show how far they control go, because the dual purpose of what I do is what this is. You know what I'm talking about? So ain't nobody running nobody out. It's just, I see now that people are affected so proud to today. They know the reality of knowing, we held some stuff up and da-da-da, and we got to push him to do this and that for things to get better with us and da-da-da, and it's like, nah. Patience is a virtue. Patience brings your virtual reality. Patience bring in your virtual reality. But that was one of this lifetime for myself. I know for a fact that was definitely something that more had to invest in and allow to permeate with me very well, which did. Outside of that, I ain't hold up on him like that. I ain't really have nothing to say at all. Other than that, just the same MO with me. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that people trying to, test you and make you feel some type of way, see where you at, things gonna come to fruition. So, you know what I'm saying? If I was younger and stuff like that, yeah, I could see myself getting all my underwear all in a bunch and all that stuff. But more healthier in my how I come about, choose to come about myself and be about myself. Consistent with myself, always. Certain level of discipline, like you say, for sure. There's things, I can be around people that are like this and that, but that don't mean it ain't got nothing to do with me, because it's like, shit, I'm always going to operate on my own reconnaissance and on, you talking about something? See what I'm talking about? My own well-being rather than other people, how they feel and stuff. The one thing that you could tell the strike is, and then I will take and accept and love so much and continue is taking the Christ godly aspect of making it untouchable to who we are or who somebody is. You have to be somebody the church all the time, 7 days a week, and closet full of suits, and you know what I'm saying, tight car and house and all that kind of stuff, and speak a certain way and things like that, and entertain a certain group and Nah, we're able today to show different. We're able today to cater to all levels of folks who don't wear God on their sleeve, don't, they walk it in so many ways. You can tell because they ain't gotta, go to a scripture or this or that, but their daily life show it. How they treat people show it. How they are with folks show it. See what I'm talking about? So that's why I respect so many, and I won't put a description on it, even though many will say, well, I'm atheist, but there's an atheist out there that operate in better light than somebody who outright call themselves, I'm a Christian, and and you see what I'm talking about? And I'm like, stop playing. It's the actions that speak so much louder, like you say. An example, how you treat each other and how will show your Christ effect, will show your what you talking about rather than what you read about somebody else who showed it. We read it. Luke showed us in Matthew and Yeah, that's why they wrote about. Why you ain't written about? See what I'm talking about? You ain't really walking. You talking about other people did this and other people did that, and and like Moses and it, but is you got one of them Moses attitude? Is you? Here we at. That's where we at. So, we always on for self first. So, but like I say, you got to know yourself. Really know yourself, because extending yourself too much and things like that, it brings strikes. But how thick is your skin? You see what I'm talking about? All right. For some of us, right, Miles, it's a process that you have to go through, right? Being up there don't mean it's gonna be friendly, man. And you talking to somebody who went through the mama joke. We started the mama jokes and all that stuff. Stop playing, man. So when I say that, I ain't saying like, oh, we got the jokes and If you starting off and it was mama, that's your mama this and your mama that, y'all know dang well, don't be talking about my mama. You see what I'm talking about? Don't talk about my mama. Like even today, don't talk about my mama. Now you can say that till the 50, 60, 40, almost like, don't talk about my mama. And we still be, man, up your mama, ooh your mama, see what I'm talking about? Why? We started off them jokes like that. Sorry, I'm looking sweaty. I'm feeling good. Y'all know I like sauna. We started off like that, dog. 15, 14, your mama. Your mama. Your mama so this and your mama hair so tiny you can roll her hair in rice and all that. You see what I'm talking about? So what was that doing? All through you not saying we wasn't out there. You know, you cut a fool good. You know, you be out there fighting tussling and stuff, but it was while they fighting, man, he cut Sean mama. Ooh, deep though. He cut him mama. You see what I'm talking about? So, but our skin grew thick and thick and thick and thick. So you ain't catching no 50 some year old talk about my mama. Talk about me. You know what I'm talking about? You just talk back. All right, let me. That didn't taste good. Then talk back, you know what I'm saying? Touch my mama. You touch my mama. You over there trying to talk to my mama? Like around the corner, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, back in the day, like. You trying to talk to my mama, bro? Something? Nah, man. Nothing like that. So that thing broke again. I wonder what break them. Like too much electricity. Can't get it out from the ground. I don't know. Yeah. And then, you know, you see people, you know, I get it. People say, you know, get this crowd, I ain't trying to base it off of anybody else, but I don't see other channels shutting down, stopping the emotion and stuff like that. So, where the hell I need to go? There ain't nobody else going on. When it burned down, then that's when I move on. No, this ain't part of the lot, y'all. This is my car. Y'all all right? Thank you, though. Blessings. I mean, I'm doing pretty good. Like this on the lot. Y'all can buy it, though. I sure will sell this thing. No. Well, no. I bought for that, but I'll sell it. Nah, when I like my black car. Wait patiently for our electricity. Electricity. I ain't gotta go work out. I just sit in the car. If it's 100 outside, then the car windows rolled up. Y'all don't do this don't leave your babies in the car. Don't have no kids in the car. Matter of fact, I ain't doing that. I got the AC on right now. Here. I don't want to influence nobody out here getting no bad habits. Other than that, but yeah, we get it. We got a lot of examples out there, you know, what parts of how much of your life do you share and how much do you keep to yourself. These days it really don't matter though, as you seeing. Like the my beloved said, you can't do nothing out here without somebody seeing and saying, talking about it and stuff like that. So in all kinds of ways, it's almost conducive to have a channel just for yourself, to keep your normacy of who you are. This is me, this Sean. For those that are entertaining your life and plotting your life and doing all kinds of stuff on the side and all that stuff. Well, that don't make sense. They saying he this and they saying that and woo 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 and woo, and then you show up still, you know, consistent. It's like off balance. The crazy ones that's trying to make you feel crazy and psychologically run you into the depths of the honeypot. Damn, where you at? It's the sauna. I I ain't at no sweat lodge. I do not own the rights to that music. That is not my music. That music belongs to Colleen Hyundai. Let me use that Fair Use Act, 1976. Ain't 1976. Ain't 1976, 1974. Don't get it wrong. 1976. I think the United States Army was created in 1976. It's not that it was created. It was, we're going to establish we are the United States Army. That's the price right now today. What price you pay for high gas prices, or long wait for electricity? Cheaper electricity belong on the wait. So why did you go through this journey of patience? Lord, I don't know. Be patient. I rode on this last fill up for about 2 weeks for sure, for real. Yeah, good 2 weeks. I think it was longer than that. Well, I went over there, Blink, and got about 10-something%. We getting the sweat on in here, bro. You got water for sure. You got water, drink water. I need to get off this thing. I don't know why I'm here. Oh, I'm trying to make this an individual hit. I gotta work on my technical skills. I ain't that I gotta work on my technical skills. You know how you just don't. You know, you just been blocked and rocked, and you just, been through the most, and you just the bare minimum. You just, you know what I mean? Till I can, coordinate. My dream is to coordinate, and I ain't got to do all that. I just, yeah. I ain't got to do the heavy load and stuff like that. Because with my heavy load is probably light to somebody else. See what I'm talking about? That's what I'm trying to get my light stuff. Like, you good at this? Yeah. You good at that? Yeah, I'm good at that. And I'm trying to tell you something. That water drip good. Is that a Bumblebee? That is the Bumblebee car, right? Yeah, that's Bumblebee car. Bumblebee still the thing? I don't know how they do it. I couldn't do it, bro. On Suits. Well, he inside, though. He inside. I be like, bro, I can't. I can't do it, bro. You gonna wear that suit? Can I wear my suit? I be like, hey, can I wear my suit shorts? That's what I'd have, some suit. Ooh, why we? How? No. I wouldn't mind some suit shorts and suit cut off. Ooh, suit set. But like the apron set, like the old school, but actually suits. But problem with that, like, when the men would go on them men shorts and stuff, They came with them tiny little men short. Nah, bro, them too. Come on, man. Then your hair, then your legs all hairy, bro. I don't want to see all that, man. Come on. And then you know how people say, well, stop looking. You ain't gotta look. You like, that's inherent in us to look at strange stuff, to look at it and be like, what's all them emoji faces and stuff? Yeah. What the? To talk about it. Or not. Let me double-edged sword this right here real quick, yo. Before I go in here and see what Honda got for snacks in there and stuff like that. I love going places and eat some free food. If they got it. Like, today we look strange at each other when we're doing strange things. But back in the day, when we run around here with leaves on and barely covered up and things swinging, about like up over in the diaspora with some of them tribes still over there. Think about it. This real. Things I think about. Well, I'm already gonna answer my own question because you did that last time. So we could stop looking at each other all thirsty and lusty and stuff like that. I was like, why did we start wearing more and more clothes? And it just made sense. We started knowing each other. Oh, so. Oh, Bonita. And you're like, they got the same thing, you know. What are you oohing about? Just trying myself. Like, oh, I did a good job making that, sculpturing that. Peter. I'm gone, y'all. I'm finna go suck up some Honda AC, because tell like I'm finna buy me a Honda like them folk about to buy this Ford. What games today? Y'all watching some games today? I'm trying to watch me some soccer. Soccer on right now, probably. Oh, you gotta give them soccer teams. You gotta give it up to them, man. Them soccer players today. Any athlete today play any sports in it. Oh man, them track people, bro. See, that's the adaptation of real quick, just to live a gym. That's adaptation, whether you realize it or not. Anybody do. When you're able to function in this heat like this and that, and just boom, boom, going about your business, it's adaptation of the being. And that runs deep because within the DNA of them beings right there, and then that passes on within the system of other human beings, if they produce and stuff like that. 3s to the up, 3s to the down, staying grounded. We love you at the balance level. We love you at the balance level. We love you at the balance level. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm gonna send this out to one person.